Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video we are going to implement the notification functionality. So as you can see here we have different notifications, but currently this is the static data, so we have to make this dynamic. And here we are going to show all the notification that this user have received so far. So let's just jump in. I'm gonna go to the this is um, the top navigation, right? So I'm gonna go to navigation, and here I'm gonna search for notification. So as you can see here we have that, and this is a component, right? So I'm gonna go to the bullet file, the live PHP file. As you can see, that is not this one. I'm gonna search for notification. We have a live wire component for that. If I come here, this is okay, this is not a component. So we can directly call the database right here as well. So I'm gonna um, remove the rest and just leave one, so that we can loop through the notification that we have received and display them right here. So I'm gonna use for each, but let's say for else we have the condition. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to send a query. So let's use this kind of syntax. Say app dash models, and we have the notification. If I search for notification, we have a model for that, and that is right here. So I'm going to query this model, and the condition is going to be like the user underscore id is auth of id, and order them by latest, and we can how much notifications we can display right here. So I'm gonna go for the 5 or 6. So I'm gonna say take, and let's say 5. If there is 5, then go ahead and take them. So let's say item, and if there is no notification, then h3 with text dash sender, and let's say text dash dangerous, and this is gonna be dot. And now if I press, let's say no notifications found, and if there is notifications, then go ahead and display that right here. Here will go the notification. If I come here, no we don't. So here like we have an image here, right? But we can't display image because as you can see in the model that we have, this is the user id. The user id is id of the user to which we are going to display the notification, right? Then the message in the url of that, and in the condition. So in here, as you can see, they have the image, but we can't display that because we are not notifying this user from another user. This is like a system notification. You got a friend, you got some post published and something like that. And for the friend request, we do display them right here, as well as we can show them in the explore section. So I'm going to remove the image, and we have the name. So I'm going to call the name is going to be like the existing username, by the way. I think here we can display the type, as you can see, but the type was just for the styling purpose. Like if I can check the database for the which type of types do we store. And then we have the timestamp, so we can display that using the item of created it, and then formatting, and then div for human. Yeah, div for humans. And after that we have the actual notification, so I'm gonna say something like dollar item of message, and here we will have the condition of as read as well. So if I already have read this notification, then no need to display that, or I think we can, yeah, the latest notification, yeah, that is fine, we can display them. And I'm gonna remove this section because we don't need it. um, I'm gonna remove this, and let's see. So also another thing is like, as you can see here how the dots here, so I'm gonna add condition for that one as well. I'm gonna come here, copy this, and this is the bill icon, right? And above this we have the dot. So where is that drop down menu around it? Videos, that is right here. So I'm going to add condition, so if there is any notification, then then go ahead and display that, otherwise don't. Or we can use exist as well. um, yeah, and the condition is gonna be something like, we have the read it, right? So if I have read the notification, then no need to display that. Otherwise, like if I haven't read the notification, then display that. And I'm gonna copy this. Read it is not null probably. Like if I go to like, let's say I'm gonna go to home or create post, create page. I'm gonna just go to a place where we are creating a notification. We are not passing as read it. If I go to create underscore notification table, the read it is a timestamp, right? So I can check like where the read it is not null. So I'm gonna go to navigation, and I'm gonna set this to like mm, not equal to. How do I can let's do one thing. I can use where, and I think we have the where not, so I'm gonna do this. Or I can use the native where as well. So this will be like where read it is, and then here I'm gonna go the not equal to, and then here will go the null. So here this is not null. um, Also we can set this to null, because when the read it is null, then go ahead and display that, because that we haven't read that notification, so we have to display that. Okay, that's my bad. So I'm gonna do this, and this is null. So now let's see if this is going to work for us. So also I have to add this endif to the end of this container, and now if I'm going to format that and come here and refresh the page. Let's see if we are able to load the notifications. So currently I don't see any notification. Is it true we don't have any? Yeah, so now if I like, we have seeded the database, so that's why we don't have any. So I'm gonna create some random post. I'm already logged into the application, so yeah, we created it. Now if I refresh the page, let's see if we have any notifications. No notifications. If I go to pages, let's follow some page, go to groups, for join some groups, no notifications. Wait a minute. I think we do, in the create post section we do create notifications, but it's not showing. Okay, this is the create, the page has been created. Okay, this is the create page. Should I create a page for testing this? I think no. If I go to create post, um, here we have it or not, we don't have. So um, I think we should have the notifications here, because like um, whenever you like create a post, it's not going to be directly published until that is like let's create a group, um, until that is published by the API in like which we will integrate in the application. So I'm gonna select some image. Let's go to download this. I have some cool AI images. I'm gonna choose some danger boy. This is Elon Musk. So I'm gonna create the page. It's been created. Yeah, now we do have the notification. And is this my group? We have a problem here, as you can see. So we will fix that as well. But before that, as you can see, we got the notification which is what we want. So now it does display this thing, but not displaying this like no notification. So I'm gonna go to navigation, and here I think we have to use git after taking that. So now I'm gonna refresh, and let's see if that's going to like pull that notification. Yeah, it does. So for the image, maybe we can do one thing. um, PS5, as you can see, like this area is completely like empty, right? So we can add something here as well, and also we can like push them to the right, like we have the date here, right? This is the top. So if I do one thing, if I remove this section, and then we have the name here, but I'm gonna set this to, let's see, how it looks like. 1 minute ago, I think this should be small. Let's say p tag, and this is fine, I think. Yeah, so I'm gonna set this to paragraph. Come here and refresh again. Let's see. Yeah, I think this looks good. For the we have some like margin bottom, padding PS5. Let's see. I'm going to remove that. D black, BG transparent. We have some margin here, as you can see, a very large margin. So yeah, now we fixed it. So now the notification looks good. Also, if there is like anchor tag or href set on this, then we have to redirect user to their thing. So I'm gonna add anchor tag. So also I think we can do one thing, like if I create another page group. So like if I go to the where am I groups, and here if I create a group that has something like just like a random group. So let's say this one, danger boy, and let's say this is a thumbnail, and create a group. We got notifications. Now we should have like two notifications, right? So yeah, we can add like a margin. So I'm gonna do like no border, and then let's say shadow. Also we can, yeah, shadow and border bottom. And I'm gonna like enclose in an inca tag, and the href is gonna be the URL that is coming in the request. So $item has a URL, and you go ahead and set that. Otherwise, set the hash, and I'm gonna paste that right here. So now let's refresh and test this out. So if I click here, yeah, as you can see, it is pointing to that specific page, and that is what we want. So now that looks good. We can fix the issue of this thing. Like, I have created this group, right, but I'm not able to create a post in this group even. So I'm gonna go to group livewire component, then going to the blade file. Here we will see a condition somewhere on the creating post button. So we have different members, about section. As you can see here, we have the condition, and that is get member where user ID is the auth ID. Then do this. Also we have to like as you can see, it's not checking where I'm the owner or not. And so in order to fix that, I'm going to use and condition, or I think I can use or condition. um, like if for the page owner is here, then no need to do that thing. So page where um, user underscore ID is we will have to check two things, right? Sorry, the groups. So check the group ID as well as the user ID. If the group ID matches the ID that is this one, and the user ID, like the user that created the group ID matches the current authentic user, this means that this is the owner of that group. So he should be able to manage that. So I'm gonna add conditions for that. We have the user ID, right? So the user ID is auth of ID, and the group ID, and this is the group phase, right? Okay. um, we will check that for the and also we have to pass the complete for to the model. So models group, we will check that for the image, for the pages as well. The same thing, we haven't tested that, so we have to check that and confirm that is working. So for the group group ID, right, another group of ID. If I, yeah, as you can see, current here we have the group ID, so we can use this one right here. So now if I save that, come right here and refresh, we should have a create post option, and yeah, we do. And also, as I am like the owner, I should see something like settings, where I can change the settings of the this group, like images and thumbnail descriptions and stuff like that. So I'm gonna search for the, what is this, join button. It's right here. The condition is this one for the user, but I have to add one for the owner. So I'm gonna copy this and paste that right here. I'm gonna add like lsep, format that, and this is gonna be the settings. And here I'm gonna check for the page, just like the one that we did before. So the user ID is my ID, group ID is the group of ID. If this exists, then this means that this is the owner, and show the settings. So let's see if that works. We have an error. I think there should be group. By mistake I wrote page, and we will be working on that, but later on, not now. Now we have to focus on this one. Okay, group ID, um, group ID, group where user ID is this and group ID is this ID. This should work though. Let's do one thing. Let's remove the inner things. Um, Now let's try it again. So I'm gonna save it. Also, we have the issue like how do I prove that I am the owner? Here you can see if the user ID, like in this scenario, I cannot confirm that I am the owner of the group. So we have to do something in order to fix that. So the query is like select from groups where user ID is this and group ID is this and exists. And it does exist or not, but we should see something. So models group where user ID is auth ID and group ID is group up ID. I think this should be ID because um, we don't have the group ID like this. Now let's try it. Yeah, no error. So I'm gonna create a post. Oh yeah, as you can see now we have this the settings button. Let's change the color to something else. Instead of warning, let's say primary, and let's see how it looks like. Yeah, looks good. I can create a post. Hello, dude. Hit enter. Post has been published, and we should see it right here. Here are the notifications. You can like it. Okay, I clicked on the post and redirect me to there, but I wanna like a post. Yeah, it's liked. So now we have to we will do that the settings option later on. Let's check the sample functionality for the pages. So I'm gonna go to I already created I think one. No, so I'm gonna create a page quickly and using pack filler to quickly fill up the required input fields and upload to images. So I'm gonna go to NFT. Let's go for the this one. Upload a thumbnail. Let's say this one. I'm gonna save it. We are redirected to that. Yeah, in this case we are able to view that. But now the problem is, as you can see, it shows like no post found. But how do we create a post? It does not shows any option for that. So I'm gonna go to page livewire bled file. I'm gonna search for the no post found and yeah, we do have like we do not have any post, but we have to check if I'm the owner. So the settings thing does work, right? So in this case, as you can see, if the auth ID is the page, not the page ID, then display these things, but it does not do the same for create dash post component, or we haven't imported that. Let's see. No need like no need to this. We have the posts. We haven't imported that, so I'm gonna import that from this section because it's gonna be pretty much the same. So we can like have that um the same as this one. So I'm gonna copy this, come right here to the group, to the pages. I'm gonna save that, and here as we are on the page, so we have the page like. But in this case, we are only displaying the create post section for the pages to the owner, like just to the owner. So this thing is fine. This is gonna be the page ID, by the way, and um, we should check in the page, not in this. Also, the problem is this should be ID, not. Also, this is also wrong. This is correct. This is wrong. So this should be ID, right? Um, in order to like check that. So now if the page user ID matches this ID and ID matches this ID, then this means that that is the owner, and go ahead and display that. So now we have error $group. This is probably page. So I'm gonna change it to page like this and paste it. So now let's see if we have. Now we have another error saying attempt to read property on integer. um where am I? Like for the page ID, um if I go to that livewire php file, blade, like the livewire component, this one, and let's see what kind of data are we sending. Okay, it's page with double E. Yeah, I have seen that. So page with double E, and let's see if this is going to work. Yeah, it does. So now as a owner of this page, I can write some post, write something, something. I'm gonna hit enter or click on the send button. Yeah, it's been created. So now we should be able to see the post, but wait a minute. We send. Okay, this is gonna be the group ID. Okay, this is gonna be page. So like when getting the post, we have a checkpoint, like the post that you are trying to create should be like the page post. So let's see. Yeah, now we do have one post right here, and that is what we want to implement. Um, yeah. So now I think everything looks good. In the next video, we are going to implement the rest of the functionality. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next one.